Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing The Crew 2. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and salutations. Today, it's Throwback Thursday. Let's get to it. The Crew 2 was released back in June of 2018, and it continues to add content and reasons to come back to the game. Now, just a week ago, they added Live Summit. And what is it? And what does it do? And why should you come back and check it out? So Live Summit is a competitive mode where you do certain actions and you get points for doing those actions. And while you do that, you move and try to move up the ranks from unranked to bronze to silver to gold, all the way up to platinum. Now this week it is Polar Rush, and you can get 150,000 followers for getting bronze. You can get specialized tire smoke at silver. You can get all kind of mod slots for a car for the Ferrari if you get gold. And then if you get all the way up to platinum, you get the neon pink tires. So what do you have to do? From April 24th to May 1st, there are a combination of 9 different events. You do these events, you get the minimum, and you get a score. If you don't hit that minimum, whatever it happens to be, then you don't get any score. You get 0. And your score is competitive. It's based on what other people score. Just like the different levels, bronze to platinum, those are all competitive. So you see on the left here, in order to get silver, you need to be in the top 15,000 players. And the minimum right now is 398,000. Gold is the top 8,000 players, and platinum is the top 3,000. Now, because it's competitive, you are talking about getting on and doing your best. You have to have full upgraded cars, gear, slots. And once you do that, then you can go to it. And of course, the events, the ones that have no restrictions, you can choose any vehicle that you want. And obviously, some vehicles are going to work better than others. And there's no new events that you have to do. These are all events that you have seen before, and the track should be very familiar to most people. Now, obviously, using a Grand Prix car off-road is not the best option to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to a rally raid car. All right, we're going to try that again. Because obviously I didn't even hit the minimum for that. Go to activities, go to the Polar Rush, Live Summit, and then choose your event. And we're going to go back to that escape. when you're doing it, you can back up, you can check it out, you can see what would be the best way to go about getting the ideal score or the best score. And don't forget to use your nitrous, of course. So going through, we're going to go ahead and see how we can get the best score. Got the objective, and now it's all about getting the highest score that you can. Alright, so as you go along, you can see I did worse there than I did in a previous one. So I'm not going to get any extra points by doing it. And the closer you get to 100,000 points on each one, the closer you're going to get to that platinum level. If you can score, just get a score on all of the 9 different events, then you'll get a bonus of 100,000 points. So instead of, especially as it gets closer to May 1st, you may want to go through and just go ahead and get a score, work on getting a score. And like I said, this is not for people that have just started playing The Crew 2. This is for people that are looking for something to do, or people returning to The Crew 2 that have played quite a bit in the past. Because you're going to want a maxed out vehicle when you're doing these. You do not want to have a min type vehicle. If you have a vehicle that has all gold mods on it with that extra bonus, that's even better. Alright, so you have to hit that marker, mile marker, before you can get any score whatsoever. And then, once you get that, you want to get as far as you can. Uh-oh, that's not good. And just hold and retry and go again. Get a little momentum going. That'll help you out a little bit. You say, what about if we go up here? What happens if we go up here? Oh, look at that. There is a way to get out of there. Oh, look at that. Nice, 3,063 yards. High score. Let's see how we did on points. 53,938 points, which is just a little over halfway. So you should really be looking at around 6,000 yards. Like I said, it is competitive. Now, what about if you don't have a car for a particular race, like this P51 Mustang, or the Alpha Grand Prix Red Bull, or the Proto Powerboat? What about then? Well, then you have to get the currency, get the credits, so that you can buy it. Now, they do offer, since it is a requirement for some of these events, you can get a 20% off on buying those 3 required vehicles. Alright, it's been a while since I've done an air race, so hopefully I won't embarrass myself. We'll try and get the score.
totally got this.
There we go. Come on. There we go. All right, now we need to do a roll. And don't forget to use your nitrous. It's one of the things I usually tend to forget, especially on the plains. All right, how'd we do? Ooh, beat 215. There we go. Now this is an unmodded plane that I had gotten just for this event. Got a new record, but only got 18,000, just under 18,000 points. Obviously, if it was a maxed out plane, then it would be a little bit easier. So now I'm a 6 out of 9 to get that bonus. Once I can get that bonus, then I'll jump up into the silver bracket. And let's see, let's look at the leaderboards. All right, so currently we have 46,207 players ranked. So you have to be in about 7.5% of all players, point-wise, in order to get into that platinum slot. Getting to gold is going to be a little bit easier, and of course, as you go down, it'll get easier and easier. All the way down to bronze. So silver is where it starts to get relatively difficult. And then, but if you can just finish all 9, you're going to be in good stead to get into that silver bracket. If you can go ahead and get a decent score on most of them, you have a really good shot of making it to gold. And as I said, you really need to be in a maxed out vehicle to have your best chance of getting into the higher brackets. So like I said, this one, 135 out of 270. I do have other ones. I don't remember what my, okay, 171. So I can take the mods off of my one racing or air racer and put it on that Mustang. Oh, I don't even have one for that slot. So you can return it back to stock. You know, if you've got multiple and they're at different levels, you know, you can just go to that one. So like that one's the second highest, so I can just do that. This one's actually lower, so that's really perplexing. Obviously, it shows how you have to be using the best parts available so that you can get higher gear. So if you're working to max out your score to get better mods, purple mods at least, if not gold mods, of course are the creme de la creme. Then go ahead and practice on some other air races or street races or drift or what have you to get the max score. You know, that 270 for air race, and then if you're looking at different ones, 220, 250 for powerboat, 340. So just go through, do the best you can with what you have, and by the time the next week comes around, if you've just started, you'll have a good shot at getting at least silver. And if you're already have been playing or hadn't been playing for a while, then come back to it, get some more followers, get some more credits, upgrade your vehicles to, you know, all purple or purple and gold or all gold, depending on what you have available to you. So if you have a street racer that is maxed out at 280, then obviously you would use that for your street race debut or your live event street race. And even though you have two, say at 280, you can look at the different mods and see what is going on with them and which would be better for what you're doing. And of course, don't forget about your icon points, because your icon points obviously are going to give you a bit of an edge. So make sure you go through when you're doing the different races, the different modes, the different vehicles, that you are putting points in where it will benefit you the most. So if you're doing an air race, then go ahead and put all your points into Gateway, put it into Perfectionist, and then you can just clear out these other ones. I mean, Extreme Mode, obviously, but anything acrobatics or drifting, motocross, monster truck, you can get rid of all those. So you can just go ahead and respec everything instead of having it all over the place. Just put it into those. Now, if you're at a high enough icon level, then this will be maxed out and you won't have to worry about it. So while you're doing the live summit, make sure that your icon points are where they need to be and that you're doing the best for yourself that you can. Make sure that your performance mods are all on the vehicles that you're going to be using during the different races. But that's it. Good luck on the live summit this week and then following weeks after this. It seems like there's no slowing down for it. Every week is going to be a different theme. So this one is all winter theme, and you're going to have snow. And of course, that means that turns are going to be a little bit tougher to keep that tight turn in. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to ring the bell before you leave to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.